is to expect from the AFC North? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dick's Report back to you with another video, and this time we're going to talk about the AFC North and what to look out for in training camp. Let's get started. Alright, with the Baltimore Ravens, the first question on my mind is, what does Lamar Jackson do after that MVP season? Jackson became the second quarterback to rush for over 1,000 yards. He had 36 touchdown passes, led the league, and he constantly put Baltimore in a position to win games. Now, the only question is, can he win a playoff game? He's been in the playoffs both years of his career, but Baltimore got knocked out of the playoffs in their first playoff game. Can he make a deep playoff run this year, or is it going to be another one and done? Or will they not even make the playoffs? What let Baltimore down last year wasn't Jackson, it was the defense not being able to stop Derrick Henry, and mainly that was on the front seven. And Baltimore might have had the worst front seven out of all the playoff teams. They had inside linebackers that were signed off the street, only one edge rusher, not a lot of guys on the defensive line. Well, they fixed that up. They traded for Calais Campbell, they signed Derek Wolfe, they drafted two inside linebackers, they franchised Matt Judon, and they're hoping Jalen Ferguson can have a breakout season. Is this going to be enough to have the front seven that Baltimore needs to compete for a championship? And let's talk about the receiving core. Last year, Lamar really relied on his three tight ends. Now, Hayden Hurst is in Atlanta. The Ravens are hoping for a breakout season from Marquise Brown, and they drafted two other receivers. Is that enough for this receiving core to be good enough so that Lamar's not always relying on those tight ends? For Cincinnati, how good is Burrow going to be in his rookie year? With rookie quarterbacks, you never know what's going to happen. They can be great or they could struggle. Is Burrow going to be a guy that can come in and lead this Cincinnati team right away, or is he going to struggle? What is going to happen with A.J. Green? A.J. Green missed all of last season with an injury. He's now healthy, but is he going to be able to be the number one receiver that he has been for Cincinnati for so many years, or is he not going to be the same player? And the last thing for Cincinnati, is their talent improving? They were the worst team last year. Now, Cincinnati, they are hoping that this team has improved. We are going to see. I don't know how improved this team is going to be, but hopefully they win more than 2 games. For the Browns, what is Baker Mayfield going to do in his 3rd season? Mayfield had a tremendous rookie season, and then last year he took a step back. In fact, the entire Browns team took a step back. But Mayfield, we know he's talented. The question is, can he be the franchise quarterback that the Browns have needed since Bernie Kosar? That's the last time they had a franchise quarterback was Bernie Kosar, and that was over 20 years ago. That's not good. What's going to happen with Myles Garrett this year? Last year, we all know what happened. He hit Mason Rudolph with his own helmet. He got suspended for the rest of the 2019 season. It was just not a pretty picture for the Browns or Myles Garrett. Now he's back for them. He's been reinstated. The question becomes, what is going to happen? Is he going to be able to put that beside him, or is it going to affect him into this year? And the last thing, can this team work together? They have a very talented roster. The problem is they could not work together last year. That's why they missed the playoffs. It doesn't matter if you have great players all around, but if you can't work together as a team, you are not going to win in the NFL. The Browns proved that last year. They have a very talented team. Now, can they just work together? For Pittsburgh, how good is Ben Roethlisberger going to be? Last year, he hurt his elbow. He was out for the season after 2 games. Now the question becomes, how good is he going to be coming off that injury? We have no idea how he's going to be. Roethlisberger, he is not a young man anymore. He's getting up there in age. Is he still going to be the same quarterback that he has been for many years? Or is it going to be time for the Steelers to look for a successor? Can James Conner and Juju Smith-Schuster rebound after last year? James Conner and Juju Smith-Schuster the year before proved that they could be the number 1 running back and wide receiver But then last year, they both struggled with injuries, and they both struggled to be productive when they were on the field. Can they put last season behind them and get back to what they were 2 seasons ago? Or are they going to struggle again? And lastly, how is this defense going to perform? Last year, they almost made the playoffs last year playing 3 different quarterbacks. Why? Because they had a tremendous defense. That defense was literally carrying this team, and they almost got to the playoffs. Can they be that good again? I don't know if they can, but if they can, then the offense just has to be average, and the Steelers are back in the playoffs. That'd be pretty interesting. Alright guys, that was the AFC North. Next up is the NFC North. Now see you then.